All right, let's try this again. And welcome back. We're starting up Mass Effect 2. It turns out, or excuse me, Mass Effect. Turns out, it's not very happy with my hotkeys. So we'll see whether or not the hotkeys for the death counter will even work. That might be a manual instance. And well, we probably won't die that often because it's an easy game. It's been a couple of weeks since I tooled this up. I remember we'd just gotten our assignment. We're supposed to report to the docking bay. But I don't remember if there are any other side missions, and maybe that's for the best.
I'm waiting to speak with one of the counselors. Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
Who told you I was a Spectre?
I'm a senior officer with the Alliance. I knew about your candidacy before the Normandy was sent to Eden Prime. My name is Admiral Kahoku.
He sounds special.
It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll look for them if I have time.
Well, that's more than most will commit to. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
So I've been gone for a little bit. It's
I'll
been a
upload
few
the
days
info
since
on
I've
where my team
streamed,
was last
and
seen
a few things have changed. Technically. I think the biggest change that I've made is the addition of a title card, beginning video. I don't know how you want to look at that. The other thing I've added is the ability to adjust my audio feed. So what you hear is what I hear. Because I want it to be a little more precise about the game audio.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Which means I can adjust it on the fly.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
I'm not just some soldier. I'm a Spectre.
Bitch.
A Spectre? I heard they were thinking about letting humans into the ranks. About time. Well, that means you can go anywhere you want, right? Even out into the Traverse? My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Super unprofessional, but I'm going to check to make sure that I don't have... I got to make sure I'm streaming the correct titles. I don't want anybody to... Oh, see? Yeah, Mixer got me. Sorry, that's super boring. Not very pro of me. Man, it's late. Why am I doing this?
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find them.
I love this soundtrack so much. You guys don't know. You guys don't know. It's like the perfect sci-fi B-team soundtrack. It's just like a sci-fi B-movie. It's amazing.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Oh, crap. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just wasn't prepared for this. My bad.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Please do not disturb the keepers.
How can I convince my superior that I deserve a promotion if I cannot convince this annoying jelly to leave?
You probably
I
don't
am
deserve
not
a promotion.
unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
Hey Oblivion, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, well, it's a great game to stream. I love Stop. It's one of the games that I just check in on to see who's playing it and where they're at. How you doing today?
If you can't solve this problem, you don't even deserve to be in CSEC.
I didn't ask for your help, human. I can deal with this myself.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
The CSEC officer is just doing his job.
Good.
You're
Glad
causing
to hear it.
trouble.
It's about
This
2
one
o'clock
is
in the
too
morning
humble
here.
to suggest that the
so,
CSEC officer is
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
personally
little loopy.
biased.
Just
This
dealing
one
with a
only
little bit of
wishes to
drama
spread
from
the
YouTube.
truth to
So,
any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
I don't care about your intent. You're making all Hanar look like troublemaking zealots.
so I was trying to put
This
something
one
together
does
for
not wish
YouTube,
to prejudice the listeners against
and
the
and it took me a little longer than I wanted.
You Hanar deserve what you get. You're either too snobbish
Also-
or too stupid to follow simple rules.
Yeah, Turians are super dicks.
This one will obey. It does not wish to prejudice other species against the Hanar.
You know, they're kind of like the
This one
Vulcans
departs now,
in a lot of
and
ways.
will not intrude upon
They just
the
think they're
Presidium
better.
again.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Somebody needed to set that thing straight, and it obviously wasn't going to be you.
You have already demonstrated your ability. I acknowledge it, and I will learn from your example.
It's probably the most
Here,
humble a Turian's
for your
gonna be.
assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Although you have to wonder what he's gonna tell his superiors. Well, Commander Shepard came by and took care of it. I don't know why he's got a southern accent all of a sudden. I'm just spitballing. Yeah, big stupid jellyfish. And that's got to be like a racial slur at them too, because if you really think about it, if they existed as a race and you call them a jellyfish to their face, don't you think that'd be offensive? I think if I were a big stupid jellyfish, I'd be pretty upset about it. So Oblivion, outside of Mass Effect 2, what else do you play? Or Mass Effect. Not Mass Effect. I keep saying that today. Mass Effect 2. Which, in my opinion, a better game, but, damn, I already got that one.
Hello, Commander.
But I love this game
Show me
so
what
much.
you got.
Sounds
There's a
good.
lot more heart here,
Just let
you
me
know?
set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I'd heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
I love the plight of the Krogan that, only 1 in 1,000 of their babies make it through birth. It's terrible, but it's also kind of this amazing. First, don't you think they'd have this incredible mama's boy complex? Just
Show me what you
I
got.
could like, they would be like, "Oh, you're my special angel, you're my miracle
Enjoy.
baby." Well, yeah, of course, but they would all have like this massive ego, wouldn't they? I suppose they do. You run into it all the time, huh? Oh, hey, congratulations. That's exciting, dude. That's I guess when you said I was streaming this a bit ago, I took that to mean like, You know, I got done with that a couple months
In
ago
breaking
or
news,
whatever,
Chairman Burns of
because
the
it feels like
Parliament
everybody who's
Subcommittee
been
on
streaming has
Transhuman
been
Studies has
streaming.
been kidnapped by biotic
I don't know,
extremists.
like
The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last
for
seen
years,
in the Hades
and
Gamma Cluster. No demands
they've got
have
more
yet been
subscribers
made.
than I do, but you know, it is what it is. You have anybody drop in with you? Because you know, Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect, and I think I don't play Mass Effect because people are going to watch it. I like to play it because I want people who enjoy this game to show up and talk about it. And the space turtles. Krogan do look like space turtles. It is. I like their armor too. Like the whole. They just look powerful. It's my favorite person in the world. He's not my favorite. He's such a dick.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew.
Hey, congratulations.
Perfect ship for a
You know, I'll
Spectre.
probably throw you a follow
Free to
afterwards
welcome.
too. If you're playing Mass Effect, I'd love to see what you're doing. I mean, not that you can do much with it, but everybody kind of approaches the story a little bit different. First time I played through, I made the mistake of playing the game the way I would want to play as a character.
This
And,
isn't right.
And you
The
know that
Normandy
that's wrong
belongs to you.
because
You
don't
needed
get to
your
be
own ship.
a
Spectre
paragon
can't
or a
answer to
renegade.
anyone but the Council.
But
And it's time for me to step down.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
I think one of the most
Find
interesting
out what
things
Saren was
about
after on
Mass
Pharos and
Effect
there.
is that
Maybe you
the
can
humans
figure out
are
where the
these
conduit is
weird.
before he does.
Okay, no, that's totally cool, man. I know people
The
kind of give
Reapers
you a
are the
little
real
crap every
threat.
once, you know, like you don't
I'm
have a
with the
mic.
Council on this one,
It's
Shepard.
tough. Are you
I'm
playing
not
Mass
sure they
Effect on
even
PC
exist.
or through the
But
Xbox,
if they
or
do exist,
what have you got going on there?
Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes
Okay,
in the
yeah.
Protheans.
That's
We don't know
it's
if
a little
she's
bit easier to
involved,
stream
but it might be a good
that
idea to try and
through
find her. See what
an
she knows.
Xbox than it is on
Name's
PC.
Liara, Dr.
When this came
Liara
out on
Tassoni.
PC, I think
We
Windows
have
XP was still the
reports
OS
she
of the
was
day.
exploring an archaeological
So it
dig
doesn't
on
really
one of
play
the
well with
uncharted worlds
OBS.
in the Artemis Tau
It doesn't
cluster.
really play well with any hotkey stuff you want to do. It just kind of takes over your computer. So right now I can't do anything else. I'm just looking at, I'm able to look at the chat because it's on another monitor, but OBS is kind of on its own right now.
Maybe I can get to Noveria before the Geth.
Are you using the
It's your
Xbox to
decision,
stream, or are you using any other
Respect
software? How do you have that
Don't
set up?
answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
And that's how it should
Not
be.
exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yeah. No, that's great because the Xbox does a pretty good job of taking care of itself. You don't have to worry about frame rate drops. You can read the chat directly on the screen.
Yes, Commander?
I don't
How's it
actually want to
go?
talk to you right
I'll be
now
here if
because
you need me.
I just want to get through the Citadel. My first episode playing this. Yeah. Well, you get to choose his death. I'm so glad I got to play this on
Stand by, shore party.
my first episode and get through most of the Citadel stuff. It was like 3 hours. It's a rough period. How long did you play for? Because that Citadel, the first visit of the Citadel is amazing the first time you get there. And then every time after that, you're like, oh god, I gotta do all this crap again.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%.
I wish they had the statistics
Intercom's
like they
open.
do in the later games, and they
Anything
could
you wanna
tell you
say
whether or
with
not
the
anybody ever saved
Now's the
Udina.
time.
Listen up, Normandy. This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit, and I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission. The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past, no
Jennifer
reason they'd
Hale's
start
amazing.
now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this. So it's up to us. We're the only ones who can stop
Look at
Saren.
how cool that armor
I
is.
swear to you
Like that
all,
big hump
we
on his
will
back. He
stop
just
him.
what is in there, you know?
Well said, Commander.
Jennifer Hale's,
Captain,
yeah.
be proud.
And she's incredible. If you've ever looked up her IMDb page, oh man, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the crew. If you ever check out her IMDb page, it's just insane how many things she's been in.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can, like, when you hear her voice in something, usually you can tell it's her, but every time it's just this really relatable, impassioned performance. You know, as a person who wishes he was an actor, I cannot fathom the amount of talent she has. I'm sure she's tired of me telling it to her. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I think I said I was going to Deveria. Yeah, Seth Green is pretty, there's no mistaking that. Especially thanks to Family Guy. Normandy's such a cool looking ship, man. I loved Joker, and he's got this great kind of introspection because he's human, but he's not really super military like everybody else is because he kind of sits on the outside. When he gets in the relationship with Edie later, because he hasn't been able to be in a relationship with a normal woman before, it's really interesting to watch them kind of rediscover that, where he's awkward, still kind of world-weary, and she's completely innocent without any sort of experience at all. It's adorable. Oh, this is why I don't go to yeah, well, that's fine. This is fine.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans.
Sometimes she's trolling
Yes,
her.
ma'am.
Yeah, and sometimes
Understood.
it's kind of, you know, whatever.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm in chambers for life, though. He totally asked for it, and he's so not used to people giving it back to him. Which is probably part of the charm, because he gets away with saying so much. What are you going to do, hit him? I should grab some Medigel. I don't remember the controls at all, so this is going to be interesting. I never noticed that the print on that elevator door is upside down. That's interesting. I don't actually want to talk to the space racist. And I don't love Garrus the way everybody else does.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Yeah, that is true.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap.
Man, Mass
Hell, the
Effect 2 was such a
licenses alone
great
set me
beginning to a
back more
game.
than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
That's rough too. I don't get the love for Tali, and that's fine. Like, I'm not telling you can't, but I just don't understand it. I don't think I ever will. Look at this, right here, upside down. What's going on there? My engineers installed that door upside down. It's terrible. I don't know how I feel about it. I think FemShep is just my favorite character, and that's that. I don't like Ashley. Kaidan, meh. Oh, no. The Solarian, I can't remember his name. He's definitely my favorite. Is that what it is? Well, I guess I was missing out on that.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
This is such an interesting place. When you come out of the Citadel... Yeah, no, she's super racist. When you come out of the Citadel, you come to this place and it's just full of... Even though it's empty, it's full of life. And then you show up here. Yeah, Mordin Solace. Yeah, he was great. Love Mordin. He made me cry.
That's far enough.
I'm on important business.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
All you need to know is I have more credentials than you.
They plan to be trouble, man.
I plan to be so much trouble.
I can't let you enter the port area without confirmation of your identity. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock!
We are authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons.
She was gonna die
1,
so hard.
2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Can't wait to kill you. Oh, you're so dead. It's rough. The first time you play this game, it's so weird. You get to explore all of these choices that you don't really know you have. Like in every other game, you would look at that situation and say, "Hey,
don't mind the alarms.
You
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant.
You're just gonna have to move on from that.
We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
But you totally get to kill her later, and it's amazing. Feels so good to do it.
Someone piss in your security chief's coffee today?
She takes her job seriously. She is a valuable asset to the company. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's aide is here.
She's a threat to galactic peace. I'm here to bring her in or put her down.
The board doesn't like having outside problems dumped in its lap, Commander. Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago.
I'm really shocked at how great they did
still there.
with the eyes. This is like, what, 2008 or something. They don't look super real, but they feel convincing.
Good. Give us directions and we'll be on our way.
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeus for
Like
clearance
they're
to leave the
pointed.
port.
you can tell what she's looking at. It's really good.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
See, they're all about making you happy. Well, except for the ending of 3. I don't know. Did you play 3 when it came out, or did you have to wait a little bit?
Scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
Hey, look, it's a big stupid jellyfish.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed.
Although you have to compliment the developers, and including aliens that didn't just look like humans.
This one
That's a
has
big problem in
burden
Star
that
Trek.
you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you.
Conrad is tough. Because he's really annoying.
Is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through.
But I feel this crazy responsibility toward him, even though he's a fictional character. Like, Conrad could very easily be a serial killer.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course.
So if you played 3 when it came out, did you experience the original ending? I don't have any money yet.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking.
Yeah, there's nobody here. It's so weird.
Spectre, right?
Who's asking?
Don't worry. I'm not out to put a slug in your head. I used to be a military tech.
I love this.
Except for my eco's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
Listen to this guy. He's a Tyrian. He comes from a planet full of people who are complete assholes and think that they're better than everyone. And he's got himself a Brooklyn accent.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Ananias or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Listen to that.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
Do they have a Brooklyn in Tyria? Tyria? I don't know what's the name of their planet, but...
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
I'll be here. Okay, well, I needed to get out, but, you know. Yeah, so I played through the original Mass Effect like a year after it came out. I bought it on PC because it was $20. And I heard good things. And I bought Mass Effect 2 the day it came out because I was so excited, but I didn't get to play through it all. It took me a few days. Mass Effect 3 came out. I bought it the day it came out. I took days off for work for playing it, and I beat it in like. Thank you. See, you know lore. I'm really glad you're here. Palaven. Do they have a Brooklyn in Palaven? We're gonna go stop down at the shop and get some pie. You wanna come? It was a little more JonTron than Brooklyn, but that's fine.
I need a moment of your time.
Okay.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
So anyway, I bought 3. I took 3 days off to play it. I beat it in, I think, 20 hours. And the last hour of that game is debatable. People have issues with it, but I loved it. It was intense. Everything felt so climactic and epic, and it was all building up to the moment that we had made all these hundreds of decisions. And then we got that crap ending.
In trouble before.
I represent the Aramali City Council.
And I can't believe anybody can defend that ending.
The town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What's your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in. We want to assess your real objective will be to distract him. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses.
Interesting plan.
Excellent. I've assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes... If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
You're the guy I need to talk to.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keene. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights office.
Taking a 3-martini lunch?
You mean my loitering here? If only it were mere indolence.
I've had that issue.
Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of
So let's compare this to the other guy. Yeah, no, I love being... Oh, it's not fair. I like being a dick in real life, too, so it's kind of weird. But let's compare this guy to the other guy. Because the other guy, he's a real wise guy. He's like a gangster just sitting on the side of the corner talking about whatever it is he talks about. He wants to help you out, but he can't help you out that much because he doesn't want to get fired, you know what I'm saying? But this guy has got like this sing-songy... He's all the way up and back down in his tone. It's really
skip to the part
really
where you tell me
interesting.
what you want and what you'll give me for it.
Put bluntly, the administrator demands rent kickbacks.
The administrator demands rent kickbacks.
I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it.
Oh yeah, no. Even if I'm playing a Paragon, that reporter's gonna get punched.
Your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices.
I should get this, like,
He's
voice
paying them under the
changer.
table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Actually, I'm a Spectre. I can kill anybody.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
If you're asking whether I have it, yes. I actually have 3 copies of Mass Effect 3. And I have From Ashes for all of them.
What sort of offer did they make?
That is not a complete game without that DLC. I don't understand why it wasn't part of the game. Or, I mean, it was part of the game. I got it for pre-ordering Mass Effect 3. But it's so necessary. You know, what's the deal? Rex, what the hell are you doing?
You hear about the resort they've got? At the equator.
Vargas.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas sales. Were you interested in our services?
I might be. That depends on what sort of offer your company can make.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
Mr. Vargas, I'm here to talk business with you. If you'd rather speculate on politics, I can visit another Gen Eng firm.
You have my full attention, Shepard.
Who would say
I'm
Gen
merely
Eng?
getting a handle on my negotiating position. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in CG muscle degeneracy.
Mars Gene's clotting enhancement improves speed by 16%.
Ah, I see you've done some research. That's their official claim. However, we believe they cherry-picked their sample to show optimum results.
Feeling like the music is a
numbers
little
we
intense
provide
for
are
this.
strict
You hear that drum roll?
mathematical I can get you those improvements for 30K credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision, and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
Are you sure that's the best price you can offer?
Absolutely, that's the standard rate. Of course, if the government moves forward with this on an official level, there might be some additional discounts. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
I wear a lot of hats, Mr. Vargas. Some days I shut down criminals, some days I defuse nukes, some days I like to enjoy private vices. You understand me?
I would like to know what kind of vices she's interested in.
I suppose. My apologies. The manner is rather informal for a business meeting.
Sounds like my crew needs me for something. I'll be in touch.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward
It,
to doing
yeah,
business.
it was such an interesting, it's kind of a surreal touch. The, that character gets played with, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. You know, he's kind of warped out of time. He's this new character in this this situation, which is interesting. But it kind of makes you like it immediately puts you in this position where if you were going to do the cycle again, which of our species are the ones that would become the humans or the Solarians or whatever?
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Noveria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10.
Beat it. I said beat it.
Make me.
Go find something else to do, stupid mammal. If you don't stop poking me, I'll throw you off that balcony.
I used to get a lot of freelance business here. Fastest way to climb the corporate ladder is to eliminate the guy above you.
Beat it.
Oh no, my description. No, let's see. Do I have any? All right, I named it Julia. Well, and that's... Yeah, he was a dick, but at the same time, like, if you were resurrected 50,000 years from now, and you found out that something that was your pet, or something that you ate, was the new you, how do you think you'd react to it? Wouldn't you be kind of condescending? Like, oh, I see the Chihuahuas became spacefaring. That's very interesting.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
I could easily call Mr. Vargas and tell him what I just did.
I'm extorting.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750.
That's right, you did.
Good day, Spectre.
Although, if you really look at it, it's kind of interesting, because humans, in this game, we get the subsections of species, like some of the shady Turians, and some of the Krogans are more honorable than the others. But we get pushed stereotypes, like all Turians are dicks, all Krogan are warmongers. But humans are the only ones that are really shown to be completely different on every level. Because, you know, we think we're better than everybody. We're the real dicks, is what I'm saying here. Yeah, but, you know, I mean, nobody wants to hear it, but slavery... Slavery is an uncomfortable subject. Yeah, most Turians are dicks. And that's what I'm saying, is, like, we don't get to see everything through a different lens. We just see that Turians are dicks. Even Garrus is kind of a dick. He does his best. And maybe that's supposed to be a cultural thing?
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Keene is under investigation.
I don't have time for this. Get the hell out of here or I'll start shooting.
You want to cause trouble?
I don't remember how to do this. Oh, yes, I do. There we go. Damn, that's a hell of an overheat. Damn, dude. Looks like I might die after all. Yep. Let's see if this works. It don't work. So we'll just add one to the counter. Oh no, last save. That was forever ago. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so rule number 1, save more often.
Carry on.
Yes, ma'am.
Screw it. I'm gonna do all that again. Turns out I forgot how to heal myself.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
I don't know. I just don't. I used to. You know, back in the day when saving was important, I used to save at every turn. And now I just kind of... I don't think about it. And I should. Because it's not like I don't know every turn of this game. Yada, yada, yada.
That's far enough.
I'm on him.
This is an
All you need to...
Sergeant Sterling, secure.
Don't.
Captain Mud, we confirm.
Parasini,
Behave yourself.
Yay. And like Mass Effect 2, you don't go back to your last save. It's just, you know,
I am
something for the
Diana
time.
Parasini. One of my duties is
passed through.
Venezia left. You'll need to ask.
Understood.
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent
Ah, the elevators.
scientific
Is there
research
anything
and
like an
development.
elevator?
For your own safety and to protect the
I should put
privacy of
this
others, you are required to
out
obey
there.
any
I'm running this on an
directions
SSD.
given by our
It's just
security personnel.
they do the elevator every goddamn
If you have
time.
questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
All right, Oblivion. Again, thanks for your follow and thanks for stopping by, man. I look forward to seeing what your stream does, especially after you get a microphone. Have a great night. More elevators.
Excuse me. The male human at... My mistake, obviously. Have you changed your mind?
Whatever you need done, ask.
My mistake, obviously.
I'm getting a little too quick with that space bar.
Would you speak
Strange people skulking in corners.
I represent.
What's your interest?
It will upload a variety of. I've assembled a dossier.
I'll go see you
I
now.
hope to hear from you soon.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas?
That's correct. Rafael Vargas. It was my understanding that the...
Mr. Vargas?
Our patented techniques can provide... I can get... For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement...
Are you sure that...
There are many development projects on Noveria. Some not entirely legal.
Does Binary Helix...
I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operation. Of course, we look forward to doing business with the Citadel.
And just like that, I'm caught back up with where I was. That's
Any
not
results?
entirely true, but it's pretty close.
Very well.
Not what I meant to do.
Any results?
Your toy did its
Excellent.
I could eat.
Did I say 500?
There we
Good day,
go.
Spectre.
Heat in my apartment is killing me.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keen. The administrator isn't in. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my... He's paying them under the table.
He's paying him under the...
Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off.
What sort of... Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on things. Full benefits, of course. No, sure. The company takes care of its own. Full insurance, vacation, subsidized housing.
How can they run a
After a year,
business with
start
so
getting
few people
stock
here?
options.
You hear about the resort at the equator?
Actually, come to think of it, I can't remember any Turians with British accents. Although they might, they're all kind of sing-songy, so who can tell? Music just cuts off and leaves us without anything. Turians flying high. Dicks. Alright, so let's learn from our mistakes. That sounds good, right? I probably should have done more in the Citadel, and then I would have been able to intimidate these people. But
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura,
I don't have
you
time.
want to cause trouble?
Countermeasure deployed.
Jesus, with the overheating. I don't remember the controls. I genuinely don't remember the controls. So let's correct this. That's 2. Let's get a quick refresher here. Controls. All right. So first aid is F. Grenade is R. Of course, why wouldn't grenade be R? Is there anything that's G right now? There isn't. So grenade is G. Yep. Alright, let's try this again. The silence of knowing that you're going to your death.
Freeze! Hanshan
What are you doing in these
The
offices?
administrator's order.
I don't have
You
time.
want to cause trouble?
How in the hell did I overheat already?
Shields disabled.
So stupid.
Take him down. You must die.
Go, go, go! Lock it.
Take him down. Take him down.
I'm on it.
I'll kill you.
Shield down.
Take him down.
Apparently I can't hit anything.
Take him down.
What am I missing? Probably not super helpful, but you never know.
You must die.
Hey, you two, how you doing? I apparently ran out of grenades at some point. Alright. Alright, we're doing a little bit better. One thing at a time.
Locked and loaded.
Destroy you.
Ow, see? No, there's a grenade. I could have used that. That would have been nice. Thanks, Nostra. How you doing?
Go, go, go!
What the hell? Why did that overheat? What is going on? Perimeter's clear. Everybody's awake. That's good. Yeah. I did a little bit of work on a YouTube video earlier, so I'm only now getting to streaming, which is terrible because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. How did the how did stream turn out? Goals. Did you PB? Because I really would have liked to stick around for that. Ooh. See? I'm gonna have to watch the VOD later. Damn. That's like 10:21. Telling you, world record hype. Next time, you're gonna have to get it. I'm excited. Would have liked a little more soundtrack here. I'm telling you, it's all about confidence. Believe in yourself. Just will a world record. This is a nice and silent playthrough. Definitely not uncomfortable at all. I see now why people play music over this stuff. I don't know if I got what I needed. Nope, I did not. Because when I get what I need, a thing happens. So, those are not openable. Must be down that way. I think I've already been down that way. Mad Willie, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, that's what it is. I missed it. There we go. Skill too low. You know who I am? I'm Commander Shepard. Oh, you're so dead.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here.
Oh man, I can't wait to get to Andromeda.
You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty breaking
I bought
them
it
off
day
of bribe
one
money.
because I'm stupid and I know better than to buy things day one. But I bought it day one.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your legs.
Take it down.
People who are currently getting their shit rocked. Me. Nostro, thanks for joining the crew, bro. Oof. Thank you for blocking that rocket, Rex. You the man.
Bring it on.
So I did play it, and that's part of why I never finished it. Clearly, I got like, I don't know, 4 hours into the game, and then there's this puzzle that I'm going through. And I don't know, it's so bad. I got stuck in the puzzle. I can't get any further. And I can't back out of the puzzle. There's a door that just doesn't open. So I think I have to restart.
Time for payback.
So I figure I may as well just stream it. And that's why I've started Mass Effect all the way over. Because I want to remember why I love this. Are you sure you hated the game? Because I generally don't hate something I put 100 hours into. Okay.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
I mean, okay. Sure. I drink whiskey if that's all right. Okay, so you guys weren't here a little bit earlier, but I did have somebody here, and I want to talk about this guy in particular because he's fascinating to me. This Lily Hyrax. So the Turians are like this. They're like the Vulcans. They're this holier than thou race. Even Garrus is the nicest of them, and he's just a dick. And this guy,
Spectre, right?
Listen to this guy.
What?
You're the Spectre that just got here, right? You stand out. Probably the guns.
Do they have a
I
Brooklyn?
used to be in military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water.
Is there a
What
Brooklyn?
can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Annaleus or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
And who the hell says that? If you could polish enough gizzard. Good God.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
This guy needed to be a star in this game.
If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm.
If I wanted to lose my job and get sued in the next spiral arm.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass.
Maybe you could let me...
He's amazing.
I'll be here.
Love this guy. And it's, you know, it's a BioWare game. At least BioWare would pay their voice actors to be more than one character. I don't remember where the hell. Oh yeah, it's the other side. I feel like if you adopted a Tyrion, I don't know. Yeah, you know, maybe he was raised by Brooklyn parents, because he's nicer. He's not like, hey, human. He was totally real with you. He was like, I'm just cleaning the place up. Just please stop. I don't want to lose my job. It's a good gig I got here.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain colonial rubes.
You have a problem with colonials?
No appreciation for economics. Protectionists and communists, all of them. This greeting is a courtesy. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
And I represent...
Just so we I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
See, and you know, the Solarians, they don't have any Brooklyn kids, right?
I'll be leaving now.
I trust
So
you
I
can
needed
show
to do
yourself
that.
out.
It's just fascinating. We have like kids. We have actors in this game who have British accents, and some of them are better than others. But that one guy, I don't think there's any other guys with the Brooklyn. Very distinct Brooklyn. Like, I want to go buy that guy a pizza, you know? God, maybe there's like a John F. Kennedy Tyrion somewhere. Went to Harvard. I don't know. It's a stretch. You know, I guess I could see that, the Cardassians. I think the reason I kind of push them more towards the Vulcans is they don't really seem to have very much attachment to family. In fact, Garrus hates his dad, so, you know, if there's ever a person... Where am I going? Where are you? There you are.
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They don't write them.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini.
Although it's hard
Novaria
because my my experience with Cardassians is colored with Gul Dukat, and you know, if you get 7 seasons of Gul Dukat, you kind of...
I don't have time for pleasant
Act natural. You want to blow my cover? We're two friends who haven't seen each other since college. Remember that time so-and-so did that thing? The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
Oh God, Garrick. Oh God.
If your executive board loses a few million credits, it's not my problem.
We're going to start
I have my
talking
own
about
mission.
DS9, and
yes.
and my name is Cisco.
And all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is.
Like, my actual name
you
is
help
Cisco.
my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
And
Himalayas
Garrick.
is dirty.
Oh.
It might be best to help her.
The first time, so
Look,
the first
Shepard,
time
I don't
you
like
see
this
Garrick,
either.
you
Spectres
kind of
play
notice, you're
fast
like,
and loose with
is
the
he a
law.
little gay?
That's bad for business.
And he was actually going to be the actor, Andrew Robinson. Totally had it in mind that he was going to be gay. And of course the studio was like, well, we're a little uncomfortable with your portrayal. But how fascinating would his character have been if he was gay?
Keen is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Ananias' pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Yeah. And then, you know, they did the Star Trek lesbians thing, which is...
Always
yeah,
a
no,
pleasure,
Garrick was still
Spectre.
fucking
Any
fantastic.
news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs...
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
If necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Ananias will find what he's looking for.
I love her body language because it's the same every time she does the dick thing. Like, she leans in with one shoulder and does a little hand gesture. Like, you're gonna do what I'm saying.
You need with your contact, I will wait here.
Because, I mean, she'd kill your ass. Alright. Now we get to go back. Like, couldn't we just call her on the radio and be like, we did it, we did the thing, we're good. That film Grimdo. So Nostro, legit question. How do you feel about Ezri Dax? Because I know that's always one of those, like, heated debates. My crush on Nicole de Boer notwithstanding.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back.
That
Take
was the
evidence
cute
for safe
replacement.
transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
That's some gratitude you got there.
Sorry, I'm used to having my guard up. When people find out I'm internal affairs, they treat me like a traitor. While
And
you were working
you should
on
watch
Keen, I got
DS9
you
if
a
you like
garage
Star
pass.
Trek.
Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Yeah, you know, Season 7 was kind of a mess. From a tonal standpoint, that was a dark period. So I feel like they never got to finish the storyline that they were trying to start. In the books, they get around to it. So, like, spoilers 20 years ago, I guess, but if you're a memory beta kind of guy. Although, in the official canon, that doesn't exist, so. Could talk about Deep Space Nine all day. I have one of the games. I should play it too. If it's compatible, who knows? So
access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization.
I'm a gigantic Deep Space Nine fan, obviously.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out
And I have one of the
valley.
Defiant ship registry plaques that's got Dalium. Thanks for joining the crew. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, I think it started in 94, 93. So anyway, I have one of the Defiant registry plaques, and I'm gonna get it signed by the crew. Unfortunately, well, I'm going to Vegas this August for the Star Trek convention because I'm a giant nerd. So I wanted to get that signed, and then I was gonna have it framed. Unfortunately, Avery Brooks won't be in attendance, but I'll catch him one of these days. Michael Dorn may or may not be there, but I've already had my picture taken with him, so.
What are these things? Fan out and
Oh, you guys are awake? Good. And thanks for this. Thanks for the follow, Mad Witty. Welcome to the crew. I know Star Trek talk is always how I get people, right? People find out I'm a gigantic Trek nerd, and either they run in the other direction, or they'll stick around. And then we'll get into a fight about Voyager, usually.
What did you do here, Commander?
So in terms of unofficial and official follow-ups, obviously there's an entire book series. Cisco comes back, and I don't really enjoy how it's handled. And then they actually bring that up in Star Trek Online.
Only what I had to.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch.
I don't believe that.
Should we get a show? Yeah, probably. I'm still not super happy about the Black Father leaving his kid
behind.
If
Benezia-Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
Yeah, there's a new series coming out in a couple of weeks, I think, on CBS's online service.
We may be seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
People are really upset about it.
For 3 centuries, everyone has
because
said
there aren't
Geth
enough
don't
white
come out
people
of the veil.
in Star Trek.
What is happening out there? I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
And I don't like to get political on my stream. No, that's not true. I totally like to get political on my stream. I don't really buy that not enough white people thing. Yeah, but seriously, if you haven't read any of this shit, please Google it. It's incredible. I believe these are the same people who think Wolfenstein 2 is about Davination 2014. Thank you for joining the crew. How are you doing today? Yeah, no, I think these are the same people who think Wolfenstein 2 is racist. So. The Mako. Best thing about the Mako is it really doesn't suck that much on PC. I don't know, I'm really excited about the new series. I just, like, I watched Enterprise, the last 7 good episodes of Enterprise really make the whole short thing work out. The show is not awful in that context. How do I disembark this thing? People are still setting off fireworks in my neighborhood at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's true. The glass jaw. Although the flimsy flying thing strafes, which is nice. Yeah, Yeah, I don't, you know, I love a machine gun. That should have hit me. Yeah, see? Me and the cannon, we don't get along. But the machine gun... Machine gun knows what's up. There we go. Yep.
We're taking damage.
Oh, come on. Come on. That's not good. I saved a really long time ago. I hope that was a quick save. We'll see. In the meantime. Okay, that's not so bad. We can look at that. It's been a really long time. I'm terrible.
So that's what the Asari did in the crates.
And in case this is your first time watching my stream, I die a lot. That's just kind of my gig. Mad Willie, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. And thanks again for the follow. Hopefully I'll see you around. Yeah, happy 4th of July. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I've got a special 4th of July surprise planned.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
I don't have a nifty
what did you do
custom
here,
URL yet, but I will
Only
someday.
what I had to. I didn't ask the Geth to attack.
That goes up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did
If
they
I
come
were to
from?
guess, the matriarch packed them in the
The wife and I were playing around in the
I don't
forest,
believe
and we
that.
decided to make a
We
little
did thorough
fireworks
scans of
type
those.
display.
There were no power
in,
sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with
in the
these
forest.
things, there are many more out there.
Maybe seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
For 3... I must report
just
to the
wanna skip
executive
you.
board. If
Skip.
word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an
Skip.
investor panic.
Thank you. Although, funny story, I got banned from streaming to YouTube. Thanks to violation of the community guidelines rules. And I have no idea what I did. And they didn't really explain it to me. Alright, we'll save. Learning our lesson slowly. I'd say if there's one vehicle that they got right, it was the one in Andromeda. Being able to climb up mountains is kind of nice. You kind of do that sideways shuffle in this Mako, but it's kind of a physics nightmare too. That had to hurt. Am I driving into these things on purpose? Not worth getting out for. You know, I don't mind them in mission. The Mako section, well, doing the planet exploration stuff is terrible. It's just kind of the same boring planet, and then you go to the same boring map, and you do the same boring thing. It doesn't really reward you for taking care of the Mako stuff, it just forces you to spend more hours playing the game. Which is probably not what people want to hear about their game. Especially because I could be playing Final Fantasy VI instead. That's on my to-do list.
Gotta go.
Ah, damn it. Damn, I love this soundtrack. I guess I kind of wish there was some more space combat, or at least zero-G situations in these games. You're in space. Not every planet is going to be like another part of Earth. Like, what was the Hanar planet going to be like? I guess what I'm saying is I need a little more Ender's Game in my life. You know, I bet there's some crazy bastard who speedrun this game. Somebody's out there. If you could Google for me what the world record is for the speedrun of Mass Effect, I'd be much appreciated. Damn right every planet is M-class, or K-class, because that's the other one, right? The helmets cost too much for production. Although, now that we get to talk about Star Trek, again. Have you ever watched Star Trek the Animated Series? Because they go to a lot of planets that are not M-class. There we go. So I'm gonna say this with a warning. It's not worth watching. They're terrible, but they're fucking hilarious. So if you're into that, if you're into terrible but fucking hilarious, damn it, I can't say it now. Ooh, buddy. Rex, why are you on the ground? Get the fuck up, soldier.
Watch out!
Oh, you gotta be shitting. We got a kitten dicking around in the kitchen over here. Huh. I've gotten myself in a nasty situation here. I have 0 sniper rifle training. And I died. That sucks. Because I think I saved at the beginning of the, yeah, well.
Enemy sighted.
Okay, so it's the GBA version with the SNES sound files.
Just the way I like 'em.
So, if you could tell me why I would play the GBA version with the SNES sound files instead of the other one. Like, which one? Why one or the other? Is what I'm trying to say. Because I have purchased multiple versions of Final Fantasy VI. I used to have a Super Nintendo copy. I did have a GBA copy at one point. I don't know where that went. I have a PlayStation copy. I have 2 PlayStation copies, actually. And one for PC on Steam. RPG 1 it is. Not that I mind emulating. Although, I'll probably end up buying the SNES Classic. It'll be interesting, you know, because I'm used to the really bad translation that was on the Super Nintendo version, and I'm sure you're familiar with that one, where some of the shit just doesn't make any sense. I assume that the reason you wouldn't want to do the GBA sound files is because the GBA didn't have as nice a sound chip. Although I kind of wonder if the SNES Classic is going to be as hackable as the NES Classic was. After they saw that, they're probably going to lock it down pretty well. But it'd be interesting to see if you could upload a different version of the ROM. What I should really do is just buy a, one of those nifty carts that you can play ROMs from. And like most people who say that Final Fantasy VI is their favorite, it's the soundtrack that did it for me. Not just the Opera House, everything in that game was just so grand, you know? Teach me how to Dougie. No, sure. I don't actually know what your favorite Final Fantasy is. I know you run 10. Is that your favorite? You a 7-man? I'd say of all the Final Fantasy games, I think I've spent more hours playing 8 than any of them. But I think that was also because you had so much more crap you could do. And then I didn't play 9 until way later down the line. And I don't own that on PC. But I probably will someday. The speed run of that is broken as hell. And you know, actually, now that I think about it, the reason I spent so much time playing 8, also the soundtrack. Even if you get outside of Liberty Fatalis or whatever the hell that song is, it's a phenomenal soundtrack. Alright, learning a lesson, right? So the first thing we're going to do is get out, then we're going to level up and do this. And hopefully that will keep me from dying. I should have picked a character that had sniper rifle skills, because that's usually how I play this game. But no, I wanted to try something different. Alright, let's see. You're gonna do warp. And I'm gonna do sabotage. I always forget that you can do that strategy thing. Yeah, Nobuo Uematsu, who, if I recall, also composed the soundtrack for Rad Racer on the NES. That was cheating, but I did it anyway. When I was a kid, I played the shit out of Rad Racer. And again, like a lot of these experiences, now that I'm thinking about it, the soundtrack is the reason I kept coming back, because that game sucks. Definitely wasn't because I had a power glove. Because I didn't have a power glove. Please die. Finally.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface.
Again, learning my lesson.
Is offline.
And I think I owe myself one more on the death counter, but I'll take care of that in a bit. It's rough. I look back on did you ever play the game The Legend of Legaia on PlayStation? Because I think we got spoiled by those Squaresoft RPGs back in the day.
What moron installed these turrets facing backwards?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Skill too low. Actually, I do have stuff in my inventory, don't I? Yeah, the second game. That second game was not... Can't say anything good about it. And I try to say something good about everything. But I enjoyed the first game. I thought it was a lot of fun. Different combat system. Kept you awake. No Super Mario RPG, but it was something. You guys want to talk? I'm just going to stand here in silence. That's fine.
I smell trouble.
Oh, now here's a real question. Did you see the Final Fantasy movie, Spirits Within, in theaters? Because I think that's That's one of those embarrassing questions nobody really likes to answer. I gotta say the CG is still really good. It's got that uncanny valley, but it's
Probably the breed will have a panic
it's impressive.
attack. I'll protect you.
Okay, how am I gonna handle you? I'm gonna run away. Run away! I remember when I went to see it. The theater just forgot to show it. It was like me, my brother, and 2 or 3 other people who went and actually paid for tickets to see this movie. And they just never started the movie. So we sat there in the darkness for like 20 minutes.
Someone on this mountain does.
And then I finally got up and went to the movie theater front desk and said, "Hey, can we get somebody to start the movie?" Oh, damn. I was not paying attention to that. Meeting that next character is going to have to wait a minute because I just died. Actually, it's really interesting to see how many Star Trek actors end up doing voice work in general. I think it ends up being one of those association things where now you're stuck playing one character forever. And voice acting is an easy way to get into playing somebody that doesn't look like you.
What moron installed these turrets facing backwards?
But
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep
but
others
yes.
out.
And I've actually met Marina Sirtis. She's very nice. And way more British than I expected. And we had a good laugh about her character. Captain, I'm experiencing a feeling. Oh, my 2 on the death count. Although there's no really mistaking Marina Sirtis' voice. You hear it and you just kind of know it's her. Yeah, the last Star Trek convention in Minnesota, I got to meet her and Gates McFadden, who was also very lovely and very tall. I'm only 5'8". I swear she's like 5'11", maybe 6'1". Hard to tell because she was wearing heels. Made me feel very, very short. Oh crap! Right, I completely forgot about the food thing. What'd you get to eat?
What was that? What was that?
Probably the breed will have a panic attack.
Well, I mean, we did get to see Counselor Troy talk about hologram addiction or yeah, that was a thing. Of all the things, that was one of them. Cool as we really need to teach you how to cook. Welcome back. I'm glad you came back. glad you got something to eat.
We got them all, Shepard.
You know, you're talking about prepping for a 24-hour stream that you should have snacks readily available, but I think maybe you need to worry about having snacks for your speed runs, because that, man, you were hungry when you started. I actually hate this minigame. It's so stupid. Well, next time let's well, it'd be fine if they didn't delay every time you push the button. I didn't really hate the hacking minigame in BioShock. It was okay. But I like that, like, pipeline crap.
Clear.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's stupid, but it's fun. Oh, you know, I actually missed your Dead Space 3 playthrough. I don't remember any of the hacking stuff. My favorite hacking minigame of all time was in Enter the Matrix. It was better than the game.
Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Stay alert. Being cold beats being dead.
Stay frosty. Oh crap, I forgot about this. Oh my god. I'm gonna apologize right now because fuck this stupid puzzle. Actually, that's a good point. Fuck this stupid puzzle. There's got to be a way I can have Omnigel here. Is it cheating? It's probably cheating. Oh yeah. You don't like that little Tetris puzzle? In our James Bond moment here?
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
One moment, please. Service record confirmed. Due to the current emergency, you are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface with...
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
I'm actually getting tired of you
Lady
talking.
Benezia, user alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation?
One critical failure. Main critical failure. Report complete. Do you have an additional
That's
system?
all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Oof. Okay.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
no, it's not
containment
Tetris, but it looks
procedures.
like Tetris.
Manual restart required.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Exactly. There's some really great dialogue here. We were making fun of... I don't know if you were there for that. Making fun of the Brooklyn Turian. And that was a fun conversation. I love talking about that guy.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Crap. And thanks to Mass Effect being fickle, I can't use hotkeys for that, so pardon the switch over. Oh, damn it. And here I thought I was so clever. And it's tough, too, because, like, it's being unfair to the dialogue. I'm sure it was very immersive the first time. But I've played this game so many times that...
It must be for the station.
Are they even there? They are not there. Well, I mean, it is like 10 years old. God. How old? God, that okay. Maybe I didn't want to think about that.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual.
Yeah. That hurts. I feel a pain in my chest. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Because I'm old. You know, okay, that's gonna sound terrible. I can't figure out how young Coolsvilla is because, like, there is evidence that you are older than 18. But then there's also, like, you're still excited about life. No, actually, the college thing isn't confusing. I work for a community college. So it's not... I see people around my age all the time. And I see people much older than me all the time. So that actually doesn't throw me off at all. I'm going to say this, so I'm not going to repeat your age on the stream. I appreciate your optimism and energy. I wish I could have that. You certainly seem much younger than I am. I am, however, 34. And I have no idea how old Nostro is. But based on what he talks like, probably right about the same, 30, 32, 34.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility.
Help would be great. Who are you?
This system is monitored.
You're kidding? I'm super old.
1 moment, please.
I have a shoulder that constantly dislocates itself. I have a knee that constantly dislocates itself.
User alert.
I need a stat.
Critic report complete. Do you have
That's all I need right now.
Very well.
A robot. Like,
Commander, logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
It explains a lot about the speedrunning, actually. He's like AI trying to perfect a tool-assisted speedrun. Well, Nostra, I don't know what you do for a living, but I work in IT. So I didn't ever have the option to not tip the scale.
Required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Oh, 29, huh? A paramedic. How do you find the time to speedrun? Cool as you're young at heart. And still young compared to me. This is where I find out that Sicknoz is like 24 or something.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Don't feel bad, Nostro. I never went to college either.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are off.
So, I mean, the reason I make that joke, I'm actually going to a barbecue tomorrow with my wife for today.
Emergency containment procedures.
I'm going to a barbecue in 8 hours.
Manual
with,
restart required.
My wife, we're going to go visit her friend and her parents because, I don't know, things got a little weird and her fiance is not coming. And so she's 35. I think she's 35. And her fiance is 26. And it's like being around a big kid because he's like this little baby, but he's a person. Like, I'm supposed to treat him like a human being, but he doesn't know anything yet. He hasn't done things.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, Nostro, community work, but do you play any games? Do you stream? Yeah, well, just like you. That's true. God, I remember when I came out of the army. And I knew I didn't know anything, I just felt old compared to...
User alert. Main reactor shut down in a...
Wow, okay. That's cool. I could appreciate that. Son of a bitch. He secretly hates games. Makes sense. Makes sense.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Cools, I don't know what I'm going to do with my time if you, when you get back to school. Not that I'm telling you not to go back to school.
Landline now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Like I'm actually going to have to work at work.
Enemy sighted.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Yep.
Manual restart
Your mom would be like, why'd you drop out of school? Well, it's hard to explain, but there's this guy on the internet who says that he's going to be bored.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Now exiting to the roof.
And if it makes you feel any better, Mom, he gives me like $2 a month.
Disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
I'm not really sure how that affiliate thing goes.
Engaging target.
You know, and I spent a lot of time this weekend, like, changing things up. I created a new video for my stream, and, like, re-added stuff on OBS.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
I was so excited for all this crap.
Manual restart required.
I don't think my wife gets it, but she's super
User
excited.
alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
That I like something that doesn't involve, like, gunfire. Actual gunfire. Your mom wants to get into CSGO. I mean, there's good money in that. Like tournament level or just for fun?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I don't know, parents will
Alert. Landline connections
Parents
are
will surprise you
disabled.
from time to time.
Passenger trams are offline.
Alright, you two ready to get up? Alright, you got shit to do, boys. Ah, yes. The mechanics of Sukabliat. Or just turn off her ability to hear people.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in
And then she'll get
accordance
angry
with
later and be
emergency
like, what do you
containment
mean I can
procedures.
talk to people? You turn that
Manual
off.
restart required.
Although, I don't think Counter-Strike Go players really do that mom thing. It's not like Call of Duty. They're not playing Call of Duty, so... That's why I didn't save.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I don't know, man. StarCraft is a, that's a cutthroat game. I should know, I'm half Korean. I think you should build her a gaming PC and get her into CS:GO.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart.
And then when people are mean to her, you'll have to create and maintain a server for her so that people will be nice. And managing your mom's professional gaming life will be more...
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
The reason Cools is bringing up Overwatch is because we're just looking for people to play Overwatch with. And she could totally be on our team. Oh, shit. I got wrecked.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
This is not a good place to be. Well, okay, so like on the pro level,
User
do you know any annoying sounds that I can replace
in
that
accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Get me out of there. Oh, shit. I want an accurate death count.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Hey, but Nostro, like, I mean, to be serious, if she's ever really looking for somebody to play with who isn't going to be oh no, that's how far back I am, huh? Damn. Who isn't going to be a complete asshole about it? I would play with your mom. That sounds bad. That sounded really bad. Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry. I would be happy to play Counter-Strike
Main
or
reactor
Overwatch
shut down
or whatever
in accordance with emergency
with your mother
containment
and attempt
procedures.
to treat her in a
Manual
respectful
restart
manner.
required.
What can I say? I like older women. Don't look at me like that, cool.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Also, aren't you German? guess I wouldn't be too useful because I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch, if you know what I'm saying. By that I mean the thing I just said. As if it's some kind of clever euphemism. You know, I don't exactly sprechen Sie Deutsch if you get my meaning.
Manual restart required.
I guess I'd get about as far as Guten Tag, Frau Nostro. And that'd be about it. Oh, I can skip the rest. Cool. Although if she spoke French, I would totally jump on that. That sounds awful too. God, I'm sorry. I would want to play. It's still bad.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag
'em. I don't have... You know what I mean.
Now it gets fun.
Come the fuck on. Well, they have commands in Overwatch, but I don't know about you, but I'm really bad at using them. Yeah, but that's not a big deal to change your servers. You just change the little drop box before you log in. So if we can meet a middle ground like Spanish or French. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? I don't think this is where I was supposed to go. Went too far. Went too far. So I'm getting tired. You know, you could probably teach her how to stream. That'd be fun. I actually love watching streams in other languages.
Now entering
I find that really relaxing.
And transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
You know, you keep talking about healing as if it's a bad thing, because the reason that I've got so much more time as a healer is because nobody's willing to do it.
They're locked in.
It seemed...
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape.
We're an elite group of people who are willing to do things for the greater good. Do I have... yeah.
He
Still
killed
not
himself
enough.
because he was part of whatever happened here?
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scab.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose
Danger. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail.
How do I activate
controls for the fail? User alert. The fail-safe system is.
What would it take?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Unlock the decontamination.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the Releasing safeties.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Oh. Oh yeah. Is that gonna be enough? We'll see. Nope, it's too late.
Online. Connected to...
Tell me what happened.
I'm sorry.
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Damn it. That didn't last very long. Well, one of them died. That's all right. Okay, one of them didn't die. That was a waste of time. Never mind. Rex, could you get the fuck in there and do something, please?
Not without an airlift.
Oh, Rex, you suck. Well, that was helpful. Having a lot of luck with the health right now. Heals, please. Where's my healer? Where's my mercy? See, this is why I prefer multiplayer games. Diffusion of responsibility.
Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
I get some weird ass messages from friends on Steam. I have to disable mine because every time I end up on stream, somebody sends me a message saying something really crass. But now that people have figured out that I've disabled them, they just get really weird instead. I say really crass as if I'm not just saying fuck every 10 minutes, right? You guys are awfully quiet. You could say something. It'd be fine. Hey, fellas.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stems. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. But I'd like to know who you are.
Call me Shepard. I was sent to find an Asari matriarch.
Benezia? Yeah, she came through here. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
I'm packing fire and steel. They want to fight with claws and teeth.
I'm gonna start saying that shit.
You got my support.
I'm packing fire and
Sorry
steel.
to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I've got business with her. Stay out of my way.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Look out! Go, go, go!
Hey Ron, I'm moving next week. Can I borrow your car?
Thanks for the help.
I'm packing
Every
fire
few
and
hours,
steel.
a group
You need to
comes
get
up the
something
tram
done.
tunnel.
I'm gonna do it.
It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
We're all in the same boat.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick them.
Probably be better as like a Matthew McConaughey. I'm packing fire and steel. Ain't nothing I can't take care of.
What?
Sorry, I'll leave.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to mess around with your concentration. It's just packing fire and steel. I'm clearly really tired. I've started doing a Matthew McConaughey. Alright.
I've had a long day. Don't piss me off.
Yes, I'm sorry. I haven't had much sleep lately.
Are you the doctor?
I'm a doctor, but not the... We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but he's...
Talk to you later.
This system is online and ready to provide...
Think you could run that
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
One moment, please. Well, apparently there's no first aid to be picked up here, so... Well, there's a medical kit, alright. And I'm gonna come talk to this guy because the Elcor are my favorite race.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
It seems I've been caught up in events.
Sympathetically. Everyone here could say the same. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Given the situation, you should freely contribute to the defense.
Pointedly, I give freely to Captain Ventralis. You, delicately, are not paid to protect us.
Which is fair.
Let's have a look.
I'll give you that.
Regretfully, most of my stock is...
Well, I can't afford anything here. Well, I can afford that. I don't need that, but I could. Maybe I can sell stuff. Nope, nothing I own is worth anything here. Oh, load.
Warning, Watchdog protocol is active.
You must die!
I guess I wasn't supposed to do that then. Whoops.
You must die!
Mistakes. I've made a few.
I will destroy you!
No! Don't touch me!
No!
Okay, this camera's getting a little wonky. It's kind of making me sick.
This system is online and ready to provide.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment.
I shot all the people that I could shoot. This isn't, I wasn't even supposed to be able to shoot him. Sorry, Cools, I'm not as adept as you are. It's just not working for me. Execute Order 66. Nostro, believe it or not, this is actually how I learned, well, met Cools. was that she was playing Deus Ex, the original. I happened by her stream, and she was killing everyone. And I find that charming. Although it was a lot of fun making fun of her when she did it in Human Revolution.
You must die! Take it down! I'll kill you!
Lost shield.
No, I mean, they might have been. I was just trying to joke around a little bit. Played through Human Revolution enough times that I don't feel like immersion is left in that game. And I agree with you, Nostro. My first playthrough through a game where I have the option to kill everyone, I really do attempt not to. Just because I don't think I would in real life. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't kill most of the people I meet. Fun fact, I haven't updated my will since I was 18 years old. And I got my will done when I was in the army. There's an official request to have the words never killed nobody who didn't need killing on my tombstone, so I should probably update that. Damn. Fable. Honestly, Peter Molyneux makes me want to kill everyone too, so I totally see that.
You must die!
Actually, I don't have a problem with the first Fable. I did have a problem with the second Fable. Huge problems with the third Fable. I'm glad I never saw the ending of that game. I didn't know they could deform cover. Cool. That's cool. I learned something today. game's been out for a decade and I didn't know that. So, Molyneux got me, I think it was Black and White. I think it was the first game that I ever paid attention to what he was doing. And, he, you know, he sold me on the game. And honestly, I had a lot of fun, but it wasn't nearly as cool or as interesting or as adaptive as he claimed it had been. I skipped Black and White 2, not really out of disappointment, just out of fear, I guess. All of that. Aren't they on Steam? Alright, so Nostro's never going to play Fable is what I'm getting out of that. I must have missed something. Which is entirely possible. My brain feels a little numb. Oh, I don't blame you. Even now, I think I would probably just buy one next time. Got my eyes on one of those Razer blades with the external video card. Could be kind of sexy. Honestly, Cools, your computer and my computer are very similarly spec'd. I'm surprised to see someone with specs is like almost identical to mine. Ah. I think you have a full-size motherboard and I have a mini ATX.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
You won't look so smug with a hole in your head.
Your insolence is a poor mask for your fear.
Yeah, it only took me like an hour to get there. That's such a bad cutscene. It's so bad. Shepard, if you would get up. I got blitzballed.
do not...
Oh, did I write 66? It's no, it's a 6700 cat. So yes, that is a typo. But how you doing, Jel Marie? I love doing that. No. Shepard, if you would fire your fucking weapon, much appreciated. Jel Marie, it is absolutely recommended that you play through Mass Effect 2 and 3. You could probably skip one. Where's the Jel Marie? Can never tell. Oh, we are pretty surrounded. Down, gentlemen. I think Story Nut doesn't really even cover it either. You have to be a completionist. Like, there are choices that you can make in 1 that affect stuff in 2 and 3. But that you can only make in 1, and they never get touched on except in the game. You can't do the story mode generator thing. All right, fellas. Oh shit. Final Fantasy X, I bet a solid hour of that is cutscenes and dialogue.
Target online.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari Commandos.
I forgot to add one to the death count.
You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Tell me where the Mu gate is before I lose my temper.
You don't want me to
Commander.
lose my temper.
I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's location isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't.
What
His
do you
teeth are
want
at my
to do?
ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Ah, you should. Die.
Oh, if I had $1 for every time I punched a woman in the baby maker. Guys, could you please? Shit. Oh no. Okay.
This is not over.
Oh, hey, that's okay. I'll take that.
Saren is unstoppable.
I expected better from a Saren.
Yada yada yada.
The ship.
He sent me here to
Tell me where the.
Knowing the
You have to stop.
She just walked through me.
Die.
So that's 2 more for the death counter. Three more for the death counter. It wouldn't be so bad if we weren't surrounded by Asari commandos.
He sent me.
Knowing the
You have to.
I smell trouble.
Run. I ran.
I cannot go on. You will have
Cowardice
to stop him,
wins.
Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me. No light. They always said there would be a...
Okay, I mean, getting past the boobs, it's kind of a cool dress. It's got like a weird texture to it that I appreciate.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Ghouls.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
Want some chocolate?
I'm more than willing to wipe them out.
Such discordance bodes ill for what we must compose here. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
I am trying.
If you kill her,
to look at
consign an entire
both
race
your
to death.
eyes.
We should let the Citadel Council decide her fate.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence.
I like she's got kind of a crazy face right now, like her eyes like half closed and she's looking like
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
We can't exterminate them. Not without the Council's approval. Genocide is one of the reasons we fought the Krog...
You want to learn about genocide, Vakarian? I'll take you to a Krogan obstetrician's office.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
You totally said you would. I know I actually feel pretty terrible about it, but I am playing Renegade, so... Apparently, Jel Marie has seen a couple of your playthroughs already. Oh. The situation in the hot labs, huh? Nostra, I appreciate you coming out, man, and I appreciate you joining the crew. Have a great day. Enjoy lunch and stuff. Lunch and stuff. Oh, right. Right.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is awful.
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. This was Rachni's ship. Inside
They should have destroyed it.
Binary Helix planned to clone, but when they get here, after she lays eggs...
Obviously, they were wrong.
I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill the...
Actually, these Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized.
I don't have time for this.
I do not want so much to be here myself.
I just can't stand his performance. It's fucking terrible.
You understand? You leave without arranging to eliminate Rachni. I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct...
Probably should have saved.
Take them out.
We got them all, Shepard.
Is it actually in the journal? Yeah, the second game is better, and this is terrible, but this is like the 4th time I've played Mass Effect on stream. So I'm really looking forward to actually getting to the second game this time.
At your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Klaatu Barada.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified.
Yeah, you pretty much have to kill everyone. If you have the dialogue options, you can avoid killing some of the people, but you're forced into a lot of conflicts. Although, if you choose not to kill the queen here, you don't have to kill the ones off. See, Cools is funny. She thinks I'm nice. Or that I'm capable of it. Oh shit, I think I was actually supposed to run through this. It's not gonna work. Uh-oh. I don't know how I'm gonna get through that.
Connecting. I have full I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Sic Semper Tyrann
That is not the correct code.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
I love Jennifer Hale so much. You guys don't know. You don't even know.
Online.
Activate the neutron.
I'm sorry.
Finally, some action.
Hey, that worked.
All targets down.
Speedrun strats, exactly. That's like the zip tricks that Cools does in Mankind Divided.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander's right. We can't rush off blind. We need more to go on.
What about Liara T'Soni? The Matriarch's daughter. Isn't she some kind of expert on the Protheans?
Yeah, right. Her mother was working for Saren. I bet she is too.
Benezia helped us in the end. Maybe Liara will too. At the very least, we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster to find her.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I give the orders around here. I'll decide what we
Ashley's such a bitch.
Of course.
Pardon my sexism, but good God.
Trying to help.
We're done here. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
Found them and wiped them out. Do you take pleasure from committing genocide, Shepard?
Depends on the species, Turian.
Commander, you are addressing a member of the Council. You will show the proper respect.
Whoops.
And we're out.
Oh, I'm such a dick. All right, the sun is coming up, which means I need to get to bed. I really appreciate you guys coming out. And first of all, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. Yeah. I have an ending video that I can talk over. It was all hip-hop and shit. Anyway, thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. Cool to see you especially. And Sick, and Nostro, and Joe Murray. I really appreciate everybody coming out. I can't even think I've got an interesting. I've got a stupid video on YouTube coming out about 8 o'clock in the morning, Central Time. It's just something that my wife and I put together. So if you're interested, I'm Captain Cisco on YouTube as well. Otherwise, I'll probably be back Wednesday or Thursday night. My Twitter link is broken, I guess. Oh yeah, no, I changed my Twitter name again. Man, everything is broken in Twitch. That's fine. But one way or another, again, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Have a great night.